Hi, my name is Steve Faulkner. Welcome to Real Magic Review, and this is the Night Flight deck by Steve Dela. So before we do that, please press the like button, or smash the like button, that's what they say, isn't it? And subscribe, please, and share it if you want to, and say nice things below, because times are challenging for all of us, and we need a bit of positivity. And check out cardmagiccourse.com. It'd be great. So that's my online card magic course, over 200 videos, way over 200 videos now, nearly weekly meetups, live meetups, which are like lectures, sometimes just discussions. You bring your questions, and we have a big Zoom session, which is great, which is recorded and then put on the course, and it's all downloadable and all that kind of stuff. So check out cardmagiccourse.com. That would be great. Right, so this, I was given this a long time ago, and Blackpool feels like a long time ago. It wasn't that long ago, was it? But feels like about 8 years ago at the moment, being still kind of in semi-lockdown, all walking around together in buildings together and being in proximity of each other was lovely, wasn't it? Let's have that again soon. So this is, Steve gave me this, and Steve came up to me, and I remember this. I don't know Steve very well. He said something lovely about this channel a while ago, and which was nice. And then he came up to me and said, have this, you don't have to review it, it's just a gift from me, which I thought was lovely. And I noticed him, a really nice guy. I remember he came out of a DVD quite a long time ago, years ago. I think it was Work and Play, which is really commercial, kind of great DVD if you just are starting out, you want to go out and do gigs, and it's just got some solid, proper routines. It's got this will to read routine, which is like a book test thing, which is apparently great. I haven't played with that myself, but I plan on doing now. But I remember I was kind of, I think it was the last day in Blackpool, and it was really crowded. Excuse me. And he came sort of out of this sea of people, and he was just a really, you know, when some people are just really nice and they're really warm and like normal. I don't mean a nice magician, I mean a nice person. Not the difference is, a nice magician is someone that's really nice in a magic convention, but may not fit in the real world. Where Steve feels like a person who's a nice magician and a nice person. Anyway, but there you go. Enough of that. So just a bit of positivity. So this, he gave me this, and I didn't pick it up for ages. Silly, isn't it? Because I thought that's a marked deck. I've got a load of marked decks. I love Phil Smith's deck that I use all the time. Why do I need this? And now I've played with it, I realise I do need it. It's one of those things that you kind of think, I didn't know I needed that, but I really do. It's great. So what it is, comes in this little thing. That's like one of the things you get around your wrist, in a little plastic box. And it looks like a normal deck of cards. For one, it doesn't look like a bicycle deck. It looks like a normal deck someone would have in their house, in the bar or whatever, which is a good thing, isn't it? Right. And it's a plastic deck of cards, and it's got the marking system there. It's got a couple of gaffs in there, which is always good. And it's a plastic deck of cards. Now, when I found out about this, again, I thought, plastic deck, I imagine those really cheap plastic decks you get. And by plastic, I mean it's plastic coated. You can spill stuff in it. You can really, if you're working outside, and I always think, I worry when I've got gaff decks that I don't want to put them somewhere, hold that, but I make sure their hands aren't wet from the drink and all that kind of stuff. This gets rid of all that. These are going to last. They're plastic coated, but what's important about them, what I didn't realise, is they also handle pretty well. You can, oh, hang on, well, I can't. You can do a second deal. You can do a bottom deal. So, yes, they're plastic, and no, you're probably not going to want to do an hour gambling show with them, but you can handle them like a normal deck of cards. You can double them. You can see that they do handle for most slides. So it's not just a case that, they're not going to do anything and they're like big slabs of concrete or bits of wood. They are a deck of cards that actually handles quite well, and it fans, and then you can faro them. And God, why have I even tried to do this? Because clearly I'm not a very good faroer, but let me see. Yeah, that's kind of a faro, with one or two missing. I'm not doing that just to show you me doing loads of moves quite badly. I'm doing that to show you that you can kind of do the stuff with them. So for most routines, you're going to want to use them. But the reason I'm interested in these is because they're marked, they're very clearly marked, and they're great for when you're out and about, in the back of a pub or in somewhere where, that awful thing where you go hold them and you realise that they've just had their hand on a drink and it's all wet and the thing's on the table, and then they put them down, and You know, if you've got an expensive deck, like I love Phil's deck, but I've got to be very careful with that. That's a deck that handles beautifully, and you've got the marks from a long way away. These you can nearly do that with, but there's a real kind of, you know, they're going to be all right. And for mentalism, and this is what this is made for, it's made for mentalism, you just want something you know you can just forget about. Hold that, do that, and forget about it. So I really like these. A big rambly review, but, you know, hopefully you get the idea. I'm going to use these. I'm going to start doing The Stranger, the Jonathan Levitt app, which I reviewed, which this is perfect for. A lot of people have been using this for, which kind of brought it back to my attention, really. And again, that's the perfect routine for doing this kind of thing. So thanks very much. On the plus side, all that stuff. On the negative side, nothing really. They're going to last forever. They handle pretty well. Obviously, as you can see, they don't handle quite as well as normal deck, but that's not what you get them for. So check them out. The links will be below. Please like, please subscribe, do all that good stuff. Makes a huge difference. Mention it on the cafe and stuff if you want, if you think it's valid, and that would be great. See you later.